It's like 3 in the morning. I'm laying in my bed and I've just been thinking about being a dad, what it means to be a dad. I've been trying to let you guys into my world some more, trying to use these videos to be funny or to be silly or to show you life with my kids, kind of share my heart. I just sometimes Facebook doesn't do it, and I have this dream of changing the world, and I really don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I just figure if I can let you guys in a little bit, maybe over the course of talking about my heart and my passion, and maybe it'll make sense, and then somebody will see, finally kind of see through the what is this guy about stuff. I don't know. I'm kind of rambly tonight. This is like the third time I've tried making this video, but normally I don't do that, but just, I don't know. Okay, so I've been thinking about being a dad, and the fact that dads come in different types. Like, some dads are biological, and some dads are relational, some dads are spiritual, some dads are all of those together. But I've got these friends, that I've been talking with over the past several weeks, and I'm just watching them struggle. I'm just watching their hurt as they try to be the dad that they want to be, and they're fighting to stay in their kids' lives, or they're fighting to have an opportunity to even be near their kids, or they're fighting to keep their family together. It just breaks my heart, because I get it. I've been there, and I felt that struggle, and I felt that pain, and it's crazy. It sucks. It's destructive, and I just I don't really understand it. I know there's two sides to every story, so I get that. I get that relationships are very hard, and sometimes they don't work. I get that too, but I just identify so closely with the struggle of a dad trying to be a dad, and it's like, that's, for me, that's all I ever wanted. I just wanted to be a dad. I just wanted to, even from the time I was a little kid, I just dreamt about growing up and being a dad, and how I was going to be the best dad in the world, and I had all these hopes, and then I became a dad, and it was everything I hoped it would be, but I couldn't do anything to keep the relationship together. I just couldn't. It was like, no matter how hard I tried, it just didn't work. And for all of that inability to keep a relationship together, it's like it didn't change my heart or my ability to be a great dad. And early on, it's like I went months without seeing my kids, and the last time I saw Nora, I was being let out of my house against my will, and she was crying, and it was like, I said, "Don't worry, baby, I'll be right back." She was, I guess, 2.5 or something like that. I said, "It's okay, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go out here real quick." And I didn't come back, and it was like 2 months, I guess, maybe more, when I finally got to see her again. And I walked in to her daycare, and she was waiting for me by the door, and She had little pigtails and pink pants. I remember that. And she jumped off this little bench and she said, "Daddy!" And I hit my knees, and I spent so many nights crying and praying and just wondering where they were and if they were okay. Nobody would tell me anything. I didn't know where they were, or where they were sleeping, or who they were with. I knew nothing. And I cried myself to sleep so many times and prayed hard, like harder, and screaming out to the sky, like just begging for peace, begging for their protection, and just like the ability or the chance to be their dad. And so she said, "Daddy," and I fell to the ground. I fell to my knees, and I just hugged her and held her. And then my son, he was less than a year old. So during the months that I didn't know where they were, he turned 1. And when I got to the daycare to pick them up, after I hugged Nora, I reached out for him, and he didn't recognize me. He didn't know who I was, and he was scared, and he pulled away from me and clung to his daycare teacher. And it was brutal. So I said all that. I don't know. Try not to dwell on those kind of thoughts. They're difficult to process or think about, but I just said all that just to say that I get the struggle that these guys are going through. My heart breaks for them, and I know that they're not the only ones, but it's just like in that moment you feel so alone. Like nobody gets it, nobody understands what I'm going through, and I understand. Like I get it, and I hate it, and it hurts, and it sucks, and my heart breaks. And so I just wanted to share some of these thoughts, and I just wanted to say, like, there's another side of it too. Like I see dads all the time who are blowing up their families and making horrible decisions and walking away and leaving their kids behind and not stepping up to the plate. I see that too, and I pray for those guys too. My heart breaks for them too, because it's a deeper issue. It's not just, oh, that dude's a jerk. It's a hard issue, and it's I pray for those kids. I pray for those wives and girlfriends who are blown out by that. But I just want to, in this moment, I just want to capture some of these thoughts. And I'm sorry that I rambled on so long, but I just wanted to say that I get it, and I care, and I love you guys. I love my brothers who are struggling to be the dads that they want to be, and are being fought by the state, by the system, or by their children's moms and families. And I hate it, and my heart hurts, and I'm praying for you. And I just want for everybody watching this video just to pray extra hard this week with me for dads who are trying to be dads. And let's just lift them up and cover them in this week. So